stuff. The ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And we're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. Let's say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
It's Scattergood on second down.
26-yard line.
He picks up 9 on some quality running there, and that brings up third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Cut down the field, Golden. He's got 20 yards at the end of this one. What a call on that fourth down play. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Stafford. He beams one deep right side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slipped through, incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hand off to Scattergood from the gun. His push straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. A long-time standout, Calais Campbell there for the stop. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to win the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's third down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
It's a turnover.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Rodgers set to pass. He's got a man left. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pick up at 17. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. Already we're seeing mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Working out of the gun. Here's Rogers. Makes the catch. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Boswell for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Academy gets it here to begin the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Throwing on 2nd. Stafford. Running by Golden over the middle. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. 1st down coming up.
2-0. Matthew Golden. A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Rams.
Right to Xsplit. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought down by Rick Woolen. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down throw from Stafford.
39-yard line.
Off his back foot, he hucks this one. And there it is. Touchdown, Rams.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for them.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This taken from the 12. He's brought down after a nice little effort there. And that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. To throw, Rogers. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to back goes Golden. Ridden out of bounds here. Looks like the gain 4 before that. And that gives Carolina the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Rogers to
line.
throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Rogers. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Left side pulled in by Pittman. And a good tackle there. They gave up the catch, didn't let him challenge for the first after it. So it is fourth down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
A 51-yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Now Stafford to throw. Pass caught out right by Golden.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, so now it's third down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
He finds Ingram, looking downfield here. Defender gets there, finally takes him out, but not before he picks up 29 yards. That's going to set up a Rams first down.
And the Rams first down.
From the red zone on first. That one's complete, right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick. Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on second down. Back to throw here, Stafford. Throw caught at the 6. And this is down all the way to the 3. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. 4 seconds left, and instead of bringing the field goal unit out, they're trying for 6. Throwing here just before halftime. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
You've set it downs for them from the 31. Second half begins with a run by HN. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. Works his way to the 35. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Travis A-Chain. Touchdown, Panthers.
Boswell to add the PAT. Send right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
14, Rams 7.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Starting at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Stafford now. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. To throw, Stafford. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Panthers get it back, and are going to be set up at the 44. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sets the need for a splash play and delivers. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Panthers first. Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence. First down, and they go right back to it. Again, he hits the second level. He is up and over the pile. Touchdown, Panthers. Travis Achan. His second of this quarter. Boswell to add the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's cut. They bump their lead up to 14. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field. I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you. Now you got to go deliver. Throwing now, Stafford. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connected. It's incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far. Back to the same target, but it is the same result. Incomplete. Defense keyed in on him once again. Provides some contact to break up that catch. It's 4th down. Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over.